Hello all, I'm Maria Petrashko, news agency. All got jumbled in EU's paradise jungles. Yesterday farmers on strike, day before yesterday truckers, today already railway workers all around perimeter of European Union.
Это увлекательный был аттракцион. Так еще никто не шутил, как я и он.
What's characteristic storming poor rich Germany? Last week, farmers and transport workers protested. This week, it's the railway workers on strike. Their strike will cost Germany 30 million euros per day, up to 1 billion euros for the entire period of protests. And despite the inconvenience caused by the strike, according to polls, the majority of Germans support the protesters. Why is Germany rich, but Germans are poor and angry? The extremely uneven distribution of wealth in Germany exacerbates the state of the country. Throughout the majority of its post-war history, Germany has been a symbol of prosperity and political stability. Now, its economy is in stagnation, and social harmony has given way to hostility and disagreements. 76% of voters are dissatisfied with the work of German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, according to German polls. Only 13% are ready to vote for his party. This is half as much since the elections. Attention question. Why are Germans in the epicenter of democracy so dissatisfied? Surveys of German residents indicate dissatisfaction with government spending on climate and environmental projects, as well as the allocation of huge funds to Ukraine. Not just an economic crisis, also a political crisis. Germans aren't idiots, they understand thanks to whom. Politics in recession, facing challenges. By the way, there is a whole of 17 billion euros in Germany's budget for 2024. Measures of strict economy on farmers deprived of subsidies speak about no other options for Germany among railway workers. That is, the Bundestag will not export the country from the crisis created by short-sighted political decisions with industry and other resources. Everything is so confusing that even the flagship of the German automotive industry, the Mercedes car concern, is selling all 80 car dealerships in Germany. Interesting effect from sanctions, right?
It is possible that indeed suppose a person who will help Europe get out of this impasse because it is in a deadlock where transatlantics led it, NATO together with Biden, it is possible that they will change something, do something in such a way that he will not be able to do anything. I'm sure there will be some actions against him. It is necessary to understand that the European Union, as a structure created for the control of European countries and European economies by the transatlantic side, all systems there are made in such a way that there are no failures there. For instance, we recall how the Line Fund ultimately ended up as the head of the European Union, despite not being included in the lists of elected individuals. So there was not the one they took and changed.
Interesting fact. While political forces and Scholz are rapidly losing popularity, the Alternative for Germany party is named most popular in 3 federal states of the FRG, where local representative assembly elections will be held this year. In Germany, fewer supporters of liberalism in politics and economics, dissatisfaction with the government and the desire for its resignation are increasingly voiced. Thus, the Alternative for Germany party poses a significant threat to American allies such as Scholz and Baerbock. And here is an issue. The previous weekend witnessed widespread protests against the Alternative for Germany party. Unlike strikes by farmers and transport workers, the German authorities endorsed them. Protests arose due to the corrective report on the alleged party links to neo-Nazis. And most importantly, in the German media, not a single strike was covered as diligently as the protests against Schulz's party competitors. And nobody in the German media indicated that Scholz himself, Baerbock, and the complete ruling elite of Germany are not purportedly connected to neo-Nazis, but rather specifically provide financial support and assistance to actual existing Nazis and fascists in Ukraine. Your freedom of speech. All German media are inflating fear of the coming to power of fascists, nationalists, and racists. Farmers, machine operators, and other protesters will be intimidated by the Alternative for Germany party and lured with compromises. Scare, don't scare! Irreversible sobering up of EU residents starts amid economic crisis, signaling irreversible processes in the entire European Union. In Germany, parties like Alternative for Germany gain traction. In France, the National Front is led by Le Pen. Strikes occur not only in Germany and France, but also in Estonia, Poland, Lithuania. The EU is constantly turbulent. And Alexander Lukashenko warned that if the people's opinion is ignored, the people will sooner or later refuse such rulers. And what was he wrong about? Get the popcorn. Observing.